Hey, what's going on, ladies? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. So, in this audio, I want to talk about 3 reasons why that guy doesn't want to be your boyfriend. Okay? Now, a lot of times what happens is that you'll be dating a guy and, things seem like it's going cool. Y'all hanging out, y'all having fun, you're having some good sex, and you really like this guy. And you're like, I want him to be my boyfriend. I eventually want to, have a committed relationship with this guy, right? But sometimes, there's certain things that's going to occur that's going to make it hard for you to, for it to happen. Right. So, there's a lot of different reasons why a guy won't want to be a boyfriend. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons in this video as to why a guy won't want to be a boyfriend. Right. And I'm just going to give you some insight onto, what will make a guy actually want to be a boyfriend. Right. So, and this is in no order of importance. So I'm just going to, lay it out. Now, the first one is the reason why he doesn't want to be a boyfriend is because he just doesn't want to be in a committed relationship. Period. It doesn't matter how much a guy likes you. It doesn't matter how good the sex is. It doesn't matter how pretty he thinks you are. If he does not want to actually be in a committed relationship, he's not going to want to be a boyfriend because he's just not at that point. Now, some signs that a guy is not going to want to be in a relationship with you or that he's not ready to do that and everything is sometimes guys will just straight out tell you. And some women think that they can change the guy or, he's saying that now, but maybe later. No, if a guy says this, usually he means it. Now, I'm saying usually because you never know, because sometimes a guy says that and at a certain point, he might, he might really start to like you, like for real. Like he's just, he's catching feelings and then he may want to make it happen with you. So he could change his mind. But usually if a guy lets you know, hey, look, I'm just chilling, not looking for anything serious and all of that, you got to believe him because usually that's what it is. Right. So that guy, he's not going to want to be your boyfriend. You feel what I'm saying? So that's number one. Now, number two, second reason why a guy doesn't want to be a boyfriend is because he just wants to have sex with you. He's just there for the sex, right? Now, how do you know if a guy is just there for the sex or he actually likes you and he actually may want to be your boyfriend? How do you know? Can you tell the difference? Because you might be dating a guy, having sex with him, but how do you know he's just there for the sex? And how do you know he's a guy who is, actually enjoys having sex with you, but also would want to take it further, right? So it's really like this. You just have to see sort of the frequency of like the times he's having sex with you and also see if he wants to do other things with you besides sex. So what I mean as the frequency of, him having sex with you, meaning, if he's the type of guy who has sex with you, just once in a blue moon. Let's say you've been dating a guy for 3 or 4 months, right? And, he only sees you maybe like, out of those 3 or 4 months, he's only seen you like 3 times. And y'all had sex all those 3 times, right? Most likely that guy, he's not that into you to the point where he wants to be your boyfriend because he's just sort of hitting you up whenever he wants to have sex. You understand? So if you've been seeing a guy for 3 or 4 months, and let's say you guys have been seeing each other like at least once a week for the past 3 or 4 months, and he's having sex with you, then more than likely he could be in the direction of wanting to be your boyfriend because he's the frequency of him having sex with you and also, him basically just seeing you in those times of having sex with you is showing that he has, a little bit more interest than the guy who's just going to see you maybe 2 or 3 times in 3 or 4 months. Right. Also, a guy who wants to be your boyfriend, he's going to want to do other things with you besides sex. So he'll, of course, be having sex with you. So he could be having sex with you, every week, but also he wants to go out to the movies, go out to get some dinner, take a walk in the park, spend some time with you, all that other stuff. So if he's, frequently having sex with you and he wants to do other things besides sex, then that's a guy who, would most likely want to be your boyfriend. Now, if he's just, sort of having sex with you here or there once in a blue moon, and he doesn't really go out with you that much, then that's the type of guy that doesn't want to be your boyfriend. Now, the last reason why a guy doesn't want to be a boyfriend is because he doesn't see you as girlfriend material. He doesn't see you as wifey material. He does not see you as that sort of woman, right? So you might be asking, so how do you become wifey material or girlfriend material? What will make a guy see you as girlfriend material? Now, see, this is the tricky part about this, that question is a lot of times it does depend specifically on that specific guy. Now, in general, I would say though, as far as in general, like for most guys, most guys just like women who are, nice, pleasant to be around, who doesn't have like a bad attitude or who isn't like going to cause drama. You understand? Who shows that, she's supportive of him and his goals, stuff like that. Right. So a lot of guys will say, OK, that girl's wifey material. But see, the thing with that also is still, like we were saying from the beginning, a guy has to actually want to have a relationship. So sometimes, him seeing you as wifey material is really, it goes together with him actually being ready to be in a relationship with you like that, too. Right. So the thing is, what I was saying is you don't necessarily need to rack your brain around, creating some persona to be this woman who's the perfect girlfriend type of girl. Right. But what I would say is you need to be the best you can be. So when you come across guys who connect and click with your personality, then, things will work out in a beneficial way for you. You understand? But also, take into account all the general stuff I was talking about as far as, you being a nice chick, you being a woman who like is just pleasant to be around, who's cooperative, who is supportive of the guy she's dealing with. And, that'll take you a long way. All right. So that's pretty much it. Listen, if you want any more advice, make sure you click the link below and you can actually send me a question. So I'm going to leave the link for the questions. And also you can click the link under that to go to hewantsyou.com to get my free audio program, 7 highly effective steps for finding and keeping a man. And I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.